people say that if you want to get better at something, you should try to practice every single day. And I am going to be practicing with faces, sketching out faces to be exact. I am going to see if I can sketch out 100 faces in under 3 hours. I know that's a lot, but I'm going to try to do it anyway. So I do just want to point out before anyone puts this in the comments, and I mean, you're still more than welcome to put this in the comments, argue with yourself, but I am not a photorealist sort of artist. I tend to go more towards the cartooning and animation side because that is actually the path that I was headed down for a good chunk of my life, was practicing to become an animator. So a lot of these faces, a lot of my sketches, even though they may look a little more realistic than others, they are still going to be on that cartoon illustration side. As you can see, it is 4:06. I am going to attempt to draw 100 faces in under 3 hours. Quick check-in, it's been a little over an hour and all I've gotten done, I'm working, it's in box 32, but I'm working on my 28th face. I have to say, whenever I started this, I was like, oh, in my head, 100 faces, that's not gonna be a lot. Like I'm tired. I'm already tired of drawing. But yeah, I guess it's going okay. All right, I'm gonna check back in the next hour. All right, so it's 5:44. I'm gonna press pause for a bit and pick up my camera's about to die, and I don't have anything else I need to charge it, so I'm going to do that and come back as soon as it's charged and pick up where I left off. I'm about an hour and a half into this. It's actually been almost a week because life got in the way, and I haven't finished this. Didn't go back to it, obviously, the day that I started this, but as you can see, I didn't move past number 47, phase 47, so I'm going to start my timer again. It took an hour and a half to reach this point before my batteries died, and so I'm going to put another hour and a half on the clock to see if in that hour and a half I can finish up the remaining of the 100 faces. See if you can see, it is 4:58. That time is gonna start now. All right, so that is it. In a little under 3 hours, I sketched out 100 faces. So let's take a look at all of them, because I know that I zoomed through that in editing, or I'm sure I zoomed through that in editing. So we have 1 through 9, and I'm going to point out my favorite one on each page. Let's see if I can kind of adjust the camera a bit. There we go. So 1 through 9, I think that out of all of these, this guy, number 5, is my favorite. Looks like a fun little cartoon character. Honorable mention for number 9 right there. He wasn't just a face, a full body going on. So numbers 10 through 18, I like this guy. He kind of looks like Hank Hill, though, with a little bit of a mustache. I like this one a lot as well. 19 through 27, this is a cute little cartoon character. I might use that one, number 20 in the future. This page was just like all attitude. By this point, I started like really getting tired of doing this. So like it was really apparent in this guy right here. That's like number 24 was when I started to regret my life choices. And then we have 28 through 36. I really like 34 right here with her shouting out. I like the structure of number 31 and how number 33 just kind of looks lost and confused. 37 through 45. I think out of all of these, my favorite is probably that one right here, number 37. By the way, as we're going through these, let me know in the comments down below which ones are your favorite out of all of these pages. Then we have numbers 46 through 54. This one is the Stuff of Nightmares. I think this one is my favorite. Numbers 55 through 63. So I drew, just in case you were wondering, like I wrote in, this was supposed to be a person with a swim cap on, and like those are the goggles, and that's like the little nose clamp, and that's a snorkel. So I put that like snorkel because I know it looks weird. This one, like, I don't know. I tried to draw a variety of folks. And so this one I was trying with wrinkles. I've never done that before since, you know, like I said, I'm not like in the intro of this, I don't really do realism. I more so do just like sketches and cartoon sort of work. So I kind of like how that turned out though. 64 through 72. I like this one a lot. And I also like this one a lot. Number 68. 73 through 81. This one, I like number 80 and number 81. Gotta represent those robot people. 82 through 90. This is supposed to be a hand. Maybe I should write that like I did snorkel. Hand. It was supposed to be this guy, which I am not good at hands. That may be another 100 in X amount of time to try to draw. So that was the best attempt at a hand. And this was supposed to be like a Marie Antoinette sort of era with like the big bouffant hair and the little beauty marks there. But I think out of all of these, I like number 89 the best. Numbers 91 through 99. I like that one. Number 96 and number 99. And then number 100 got a full page. It's just all I had left in me. As far as like reaching towards the end, this is as much as I had in me to do. So not super detailed, but didn't want a full page of just like a cartoon. So this is kind of the halfway mark. I gotta say, I hated this, if I'm gonna be honest. And I do have more of these that I do want to do to try just to like kind of get out of my head. But I hated this like halfway through. Like not even halfway through, like on number 24 I was like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. Not that like my sketches were horrible, but just like, why did I decide to do this? But what it did really well with, and it was kind of the purpose of like just getting out of my head, like drawing all of these, sketching all of these to get ideas, as well as just to practice. Not all of these are like perfect. I don't really like all of these, to be honest, but I mean the end result overall is impressive that all of these things did come from my mind. So that was pretty cool. Let me know in the comments down below what other like 100 of blank you would like to see me sketch out. That way I can expand my horizons. And just in case you were wondering, I have been talking for about 10 minutes, but this ended at, oh, I hate this watch one. This watch face, it looks like a petri dish to me, but it is 9:30. 6:30. It is 6:30. Yeah, so even though I didn't really enjoy it in the moment, I do feel like this little activity, this little exercise has served its purpose. That is it for me today. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me in my little art studio. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in another video soon.